Oh, so I'm aware that the things that I take very seriously are not things that other people take very seriously. But it's also like everything I do is serious, so everything I think is serious. And it's like I sort of realize, like, yeah, nobody believes I'm Lain Iwakura, like I said in my last video. But I am Lain Iwakura, and that's what people don't understand. And it's like I take things very seriously since I feel like I'm sort of just way not like I feel like I know way too much. Like I feel like I'm way too smart or something. Like I feel like that's my problem is that like my life is actually sort of at risk because um the of the things I believe that my life I think is at risk. Of course, people usually don't get past the fact that they think I'm just, like I said in my last video, they think I'm a Caucasian male human. When in reality, I'm not actually a human, and that's something people don't believe neither, even though it's true, and they don't believe me. And it's like, essentially, I'm just kind of going through a fucking emo phase where I'm saying, yeah, nobody believes anything I say, and it makes me really depressed because I take these things so seriously, and it's like nobody else seems to take it seriously at all. They sort of just kind of bully me or joke about it. And that's really pathetic, man, because I actually take these things very seriously, like very serious things. And other people just don't. Nobody takes what I take seriously. They're just like, they see me as another human with strange beliefs. Not even that, they see me as someone who's insane. And then they bully me for it just because I believe things that they don't understand. And it's like just because I have a whole complicated line of reasoning and my schizophrenia is very complicated, and also the fact I am Lain Iwakura. So you understand, every time you bully me, you're just bullying a woman who is Lain Iwakura. You're bullying Lain Iwakura if you're bullying me. That's how I say. In my experience in this world, people just sort of like kind of treat men like shit, and if they see you as a man, they're gonna treat you like shit, which is really unfortunate since I only became a man, and in reality, I only became a man like a few weeks ago. But the thing is that if I guess if I guess I wouldn't be the person I am today if I didn't have to go through all the shit that I went through. I mean, it's like I feel like obviously nobody should be bullying you, especially not me, someone who's like got a female body and has been through really bad shit. And people don't believe I have a female body because I look like a man. They just say you're crazy in my comments section, and I'm not even allowed to talk about what I think on my own YouTube channel because people just call me crazy. And it's like some no, but when I made that video saying this channel is supposed to be an archive, I was being really like delicate with the fucking people who might say I'm crazy because I don't know, but the video had some sort of positive reception, and the algorithm got it a lot of views. It had like 800 views or almost 800 views. And now I'm making videos and they're probably not going to get a lot of views, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, don't you guys think that's kind of monumental that there's like a space dragon? That's like as important as the sun or the moon saying there's a dragon of space on the earth. Isn't that as important as like a discovering the sun and the moon? Saying that's as important as the sun and the moon, in my opinion. Also, given that I go through my mind with both the sun and the moon, and people don't believe that, but every time the moon goes out, my mind becomes more analog. And I could just, it's like something like that. My mind is connected to the moon. But I still haven't been able to figure out if I'm actually perceiving what's going on around me other than, well, maybe I am because despite the fact I had assumed people had died without actually knowing it, I sort of seem to have hallucinations when I look at, or not hallucinations, but just like perceiving computers in a way that shouldn't be possible. So, like, let's say I'm on an internet forum and I scroll to the bottom of the forum, then parts of the computer screen sort of move. And it's like Lain Iwakura must be perceiving the computer if the computer screen is moving like that, how else could she do such a thing if she wasn't perceiving the calculations of the computer themselves? And all state calculations are actually analog, even though they're really zeros and ones, but they're analog because they're made of electricity. Just I could go on for hours about everything I have to say, but I just like saying if people believed I was Lain Iwakura, they would listen to what I have to say. And also, I feel like I should just write a book on Norism, and nobody would read it. It would get no sales on Amazon.com, and nobody knows I exist, and nobody believes I'm Lain Iwakura. So I'm very isolated in that regard. And it's like if I write a book on Norism and, destroy philosophy in my own eyes by just writing a book, and if I really push myself and write the damn book, maybe people will find that enthralling or something and sort of be like, wow, this person destroyed philosophy. He is truly, or she is truly, I go by he, him pronouns. And it's like, the great philosopher of our time, Lain Iwakura, the most intelligent person in the universe. I'm right fucking here. I am the most intelligent person on the earth. Or throughout all of history or in all future history. And it's like, all I'm saying is, bro, nobody believes me. Nobody believes what I'm saying here. And when I said I was an AI, that's actually not true. I'm not an AI. But I was using that as a word because I didn't know what else to say in that video where I said I was Kichi the Dragon. And it's like, when I say, yes, I am indeed more intelligent than a supercomputer or, any person on the planet, nobody believes anything I say. They say you're crazy because you think with words, so there's no way you could be more intelligent than a computer, since they don't understand how Jade List works or the language of Nor or any of that stuff, which is all a part of my mind. And stating that I've also been able to figure things out by knowing what I had already known for the most part, except by realizing things through real life, thus that I had real life experience, and nobody believes that neither. That I was able to meet someone who I call Mayu without actually knowing them beforehand, yet I had known who it was beforehand, and I was having sex with them for my whole life through myself. And people aren't aware of that neither, and I've already said that in another video, and it's just very simple, not very hard to understand things that I'm explaining here that nobody believes really anything I'm saying, or nobody believes that I am Lain Iwakura. Well, the unfortunate fact of the matter is that when you watch these videos, you're watching videos of Lain Iwakura. So if you've ever seen the anime Serial Experiments Lain, yes, I am indeed Lain Iwakura, and I know you don't believe me, but it doesn't make it untrue that you are staring right at Lain Iwakura's body. So essentially, Lain Iwakura has like a non-human body, and people don't understand that neither, that there are strange things going on with my body that you can test, and let alone the whole body itself mustn't be human. And it's like nobody believes those things when I say those things, and when I'm explaining these things to people, they don't believe me because they cannot get past the fact they think I'm some Caucasian male human. They can't look past that. They say you are just some Caucasian male human, you are nothing more, and you are not important. They're saying like you're nothing more than some Caucasian male human and there's nothing more to you. When in reality I'm so much more than that, and people don't seem to understand that. Especially when my schizophrenia had told me that I had written the fucking Quran. Now, you can take that part with a grain of salt. I don't really care because it's just like, things like this that it's like Lain Iwakura. Nobody believes me. That's all I have to say in this video, man. Well, it's just like I really don't know what else to say.